recent beliefs, and if I say the last 25 years, were based around work that was published. Got to go back and get it right. I think it was in the 60s. And you've got a plastic surgeon who noticed that when he would change someone's face, it would take them a few weeks before they'd look in the mirror and see themselves. After the surgery, they'd look in the mirror and see someone else. And then suddenly they stopped seeing someone else, and it was them. And after they had an amputation, they would feel these ghost sensations. After a few weeks, it'd go away. And so he postulated that it takes about 21 days for the brain to rewire. And then everybody ran with that.
Fascinating.
Said that's it. It takes 21 days to rewire the brain. Book it. Let's do it.
I had no idea.
And it had nothing to do with habits. And unfortunately, habits don't work that way. So it wasn't until 2009, whatever that is, 40, 50 years later, that a researcher in England, a woman named Pippa Lally, did a study, and she produced research on how long does it take to change a habit. I should say that's what people thought she did, and that's what they referred to. And they looked at her research, and it said an average of 63 days. And so I first saw this, Gary Williams and his partner, Steve Papasan, who did Keller Williams Realty. They wrote a book called The One Thing. Awesome book. But they cited a bunch of habit research, including hers. And so what I knew is we had some behaviors that we had done for years at I Run, You Run. And so much so that we actually kind of felt guilty, like, I can't believe I'm still tracking this. It's a totally no-brainer habit until we stopped tracking it. And within about 2 to 3 weeks, we weren't doing it anymore. And realized, wait a minute, it's been a lot more than 63 days. This has been years. I thought it was ironclad. And as soon as I stopped tracking it, stopped talking about it, it went away. And so I reached out to Pippa, and I looked at her research, and she said, no, my research was never about how many days does it take to create a habit. And by the way, the research shows this spread. It was about how long does it take for a healthy behavior to get as easy as it's going to get.